Burners, welcome to episode 3 in this thing. We made it to another week. How we got over. Hallelujah.
Say it again.
Hey, how I got over. Yes, but welcome over to your podcast. I'm your host, Rodney.
I'm Marco DePrence.
I'm Shazam.
And I'm Solomon.
And we are a podcast where we have an open and honest conversation about everything from A to Z as it pertains to the LGBTQ community and beyond.
Okay.
Twisted. No, but also, you guys, before we start the show, please go to our website. Click on that thing. I need to see clicks on it. Y'all are but before we say that too, thank you all for we are really growing, and I just want to acknowledge that. Y'all all are really, really rocking with us. It would not be here if it wasn't for you all. So with that being said, just like we have collection plates at church, have collection plates. and if it's on your heart to give, y'all laughing, I'm for real.
That's why we laughing.
Don't y'all want to say something?
We all did that, so for real, we got collection plates.
Yeah, so if you feel like giving and want to help with production and just help lower the cost for us so we do other things and, get out there with you all, go to our website at www.openrelationshippodcast.com and click that donate button.
You could be a pastor.
Amen.
Ooh, now selection. Start with you. Let's switch it up. How was your week, Rodney?
Ooh, well, I'm gonna say I'll give you a summer. But other than that, I had a great time. Me and my best friend went to the Beltline, and they were having shows on the Beltline. They were jumping up all kind of stuff.
Like Circus Olay?
Circus. It was them dudes was jumping 6 feet high in the air.
There's
Oh,
always stuff on the belt line. They be walking a tightrope. It be movies on the line and stuff.
before the shoots happening.
I mean, honestly, if I wish I was on a date instead of with my best friend, and it was just so cute. It was every different section of the Beltline was something different, and I was like, oh, the Beltline coming on up.
Okay.
Where'd you enter that? By Piedmont Park?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was real cute.
Oh, so you got the whole gist of the Beltline.
That's all I had. What about you, Marco?
My week was good. I've been in the process of setting up my home and things, but I had to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, so I was kind of out cha-chaing and all that other shit. Yeah, drinking tequila.
Maybe not do that.
I know.
Last week.
I know. We're not gonna go there.
Yeah,
but I love Cinco de Mayo because I love tequila. So I just feel like I adapt myself to their holiday. I was gonna say culture, but just their holiday.
Did you Christian your home yet?
With the liquor and a blunt? Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
I think you met another Christian. A religious one?
We'll get into it.
Did you bang a hole in the floor?
We'll get into it.
Got that furniture yet? Ain't nothing y'all had sex when we just moved in with the furniture not being on the carpet with a pallet. The best sex ever.
Well, yes.
Wait, on a pallet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
when your furniture's
blankets
not
and
there
pillows
yet.
and shit like that.
Solomon, how was your week?
So you're not fucking on the floor?
No.
What?
I had furniture, but I didn't have furniture it was coming.
Yeah, maybe a table, maybe a chair, switch it
I
up.
had a table in there. But I was fucking on my good table.
You got to use what you got to get what you want.
And that's furniture. Next question. Solomon, how was your week?
My week was really good. I was just telling them before we started that I was on my way to work one morning, and on the back of I was behind this pickup truck, and on the back of it there were pallets and boxes, wooden boxes. Must have been going 75, 80, and they flew off the back of the truck.
Did they hit your car?
No, it didn't. But luckily there was nobody behind me, and I was able to slam on my brakes, and people were just scattering.
That's some Final Destination shit.
Exactly.
Yes.
Shit was scary.
Jesus.
And I typically don't ride behind any vehicle that has anything on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I learned my lesson in college because a rock flew up and hit my windshield and it cracked across the front. Just everywhere.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
hell no.
Listen, and I was a broke college student. I had to call my mom.
I would have done the same thing.
She fixed it though.
Guess who I would have called? Stay Farm.
Really? State Farm girl?
Yeah.
Drive safe and sound?
Oh no. Just come on out here. I pay y'all monthly. Or somebody pay y'all monthly. Just come fix this windshield real quick, fast, and in a hurry.
But Shazam, how was your week? Won't
Oh,
catch
it was
me slipping.
good. Oh, y'all still going? At this point, State Farm, y'all want to sponsor us? Because y'all just gave me a hole.
Hello.
But no, my week was good. Friday, I went out with the Streetz for Cinco. They like to spend money, and I was just like, I was shocked. I left my house around like 1 o'clock. I didn't get home until 7 a.m. Like, I was tired.
7 a.m.
A.M.?
At 5 o'clock, I was in Buckhead. Like, why am I in Buckhead? Like, at a club. Listening to music.
That sounds dope, though.
It was fun. It was like a club I had never been to, and it was like a little hole in the wall.
Oh, the Buckhead, the hole in the Buckhead?
It's not called Hole in the Wall. But there is a club called Hole in the Wall in Buckhead.
Which one you went to then?
It was called Babylon Cafe. It's like kind of in Lindbergh. Like, listen, I had never been, and we went.
DJ was good. Drinks was good.
Everything.
Oh, okay.
Were the
Vibes
dudes
was there?
out?
It was with the Streetz.
Yeah. The niggas was there.
Okay, thank you.
You can look, but don't touch.
No, I mean, he
Not
went. He
Empire
gave.
Music. Anyways.
So somebody else probably gave too.
Then Saturday I went to like a club, and then Sunday I was out with one of y'all co-hosts, and they gave us an A&B selection, and they sung Etta James at Last.
Oh my God.
Did you sing?
And I did.
Oh, and did you do
And
it
the
well?
girls love me.
Yeah.
I'm booked for next Sunday.
He was calling this boy his manager, and I was like, if your manager sing better than you, it's a problem. And this boy got up and sang better than Rodney. He was like, actually, that's not my manager. But other than that, it was a great time. Like, I had a good weekend.
I had shots for days.
Look, if there's one thing Rodney's gonna do, it's gonna be sing.
Baby, and when I say, like, he really was like, I'm going to sing Etta James at Last. And I was like, is he serious? And he grabbed a little stool and sat down and grabbed his mic and sang.
I gave a whole tiny stage.
Ooh, a tiny concert.
It's a tiny desk, y'all.
When y'all knew what the hell I meant.
Some shit. Like, we here.
But what's going on with you, DeMarco?
It's Marco, DePrence.
Did I not say that?
Yeah.
Some respect for his name.
I said DeMarco.
Yes, you did.
I did. Yeah, there's too many all going on. Marco DePrence, what's going on with you?
So this lituation in our cup, we drinking tequila as y'all know because Cinco de Mayo just passed. But again, I just want to highlight our openers. Y'all been doing the damn thing with subscribing, sharing, and interacting with us, and it's very much appreciative. Because without y'all, we ain't got
Appreciated. It's appreciated, y'all.
So one thing about me. One thing about me is I fuck up words all the time, but y'all knew what I meant.
I can't talk about it.
I'm a fuck up. I'm a fuck up a word. I'm one thing about me. I'm a fuck up a word.
I'm laughing at me, Shazam. Connecting eyes immediately.
But you knew what I meant.
I did, and I was also translating for you.
Thank you. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in, subscribing, sharing, reposting, and all that shit. So, y'all want to get into the streets?
Yes, let's go.
Okay, so this week we're gonna get into my streets.
Ooh. Tell me more.
Highways and byways.
Huh?
Highways and byways.
Okay.
In the back
which
rows.
I like to take the access
Less
way.
traveled.
They said it's well traveled.
Not mine.
Flyer miles.
Oh my God.
So I went on a date over
Recently?
the past. Maybe not.
What was his name?
We're not saying names on this. Dope conversation, all that good shit. But one thing that I have when I do, like, so I have an outing, like where we just go out to hang out to see if the vibe is there. Mm-hmm. But then I also have like a date. Like, okay, let's see if I can potentially date you, maybe introduce you to my friends, my family, all that, or friends and family, all that shit. But this nigga cussed me out because he felt like he was like in an interrogation room, but like
He cussed you out on the first date.
so
That's your husband.
Toxic.
Definitely. So we've been on like probably like 4 outings. But like this is like our officially first date when I'm like, look, I want to take you out, you want to take me out, get dressed, everything is reservation type of ordeal. Okay. And that's when I'm, like, okay, we've been hanging, we've been talking, but like now it's time to get down to the nitty gritty of what we doing here. And yes, he did cuss me out because of particular questions that I have asked, but these are just questions that, I asked. So I'm gonna read them off. So I always ask, what is the family dynamic between you, your family, your friends, all that good shit? Because one, I think that's important. I ask sexual preference, what you like, do you know how you want to be sexually pleased, because that's important to me. Love language, where are you at right now? And then how do you manage your money?
Okay, question. Because for me, I feel like these stem from like your non-negotiables. Like there's some things like if they said an answer to these, you wouldn't proceed, correct?
Correct.
So if you didn't have 4 outings and now you on a date, why are you waiting that long to...
Well, like...
I don't know, what is considered an outing? That was my question. You would just for it?
Yeah, just like a bar outing, like Beltline, like just going out and just seeing what your vibe is.
So you're waiting, but you're going to wait until interaction. We're going to call them interactions just for... Mm-hmm. You wait until interaction number 5 to start discussing your non-negotiables?
Yes.
Did y'all have
why your head jump?
Did y'all already have sex?
No.
Oh. I'm just, just want to know.
No, you fine. No, because I like 4 or 5. Like I don't think I know enough about you to ask you these questions. But after a certain number, it's just like, okay, we obviously like each other. We obviously communicating. We obviously texting.
Okay, what you're saying. So now you feel like you can get somewhere.
Exactly. Versus on the first time of meeting you, asking you these questions, and you're like, why the fuck this nigga asking me this? Like we not even there yet. But if I see a little bit of effort, a little interest, all this shit, like now it's like, okay, this nigga feeling me, I'm feeling you, so now let's make it an official date.
So another follow-up question: when you do this, is this like do you always have a certain number of outings you do, or do you just do it when the time feels right to go on the first date?
Probably around 3 or 4. I can know, like, so on the first outing, I know if I'm gonna talk to you again or not.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
But then, like, I'm like, okay, it was cool. It was this, it was that. Let me still dissect everything that I liked, what I didn't like, what I'm going for, and what you are bringing to the table. So that just gives me a little bit of understanding of what we're doing, where we're going, and how we're going to go about this. So for me, for 4 outings, makes perfect sense.
I ain't mad at it. It makes sense to me because you want to see if they're going to text you back good.
Right. Like, how's your communication? Like, nonverbal clues of how we're going to communicate.
Because I don't waste my time.
Shazam, fix your face.
It don't make sense to me. The math is not mathing.
Probably 4. I probably do like 3. Then a 4th can be a date. But like, it makes sense because you want to make sure the person is going to be who they say they are.
I guess I just have a lot of follow-up questions. Like, if it's 4 outings, how long does it take for these 4 outings?
Probably within a month.
Okay, so you're going back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is making sense to me. I'm just
not like a 6-month thing.
You
like, no, these are like
months and now you like, so what's your family dynamic like? That's why I'm over here like, whoa, like what's going on?
Oh, no. This is like week after week. I need to see your consistency. I need to see the nonverbal clues that you were telling me. How you interact, how you communicate. Are you always working? Are you always this? Are you always at home? Are you always outside? Like, it's things that I pay attention to that the person that I'm potentially getting to know that they can't really say, but they can present.
Well, let's get into the mess. Why he cuss you out?
I'm about to say, which question he cussed you out on?
The sexual preference.
Really?
Not the money?
I figured it would have been the money.
I thought it would have been the money too.
That was the follow-up after,
so wait,
after the sexual.
You asked his sexual preference and he responded.
So I asked him, I was like, so how do you like to be sexually pleased? Because to me, in a relationship, sex is important.
Hell the fuck yes.
Like, it is, if not 1, definitely top 2.
Okay.
Like, I need to know that I can be sexually pleased and I can sexually please you. Because if we ain't got sex, we ain't got nothing.
Ain't no loving
Tough
in
crowd.
the streets. Won't be no loving in the streets.
So do y'all got like questions that y'all,
girl, go back to why he cussed you out. What was the answer? You trying to get away from the mess.
Well, he cussed me out because one, damn, this telling a lot. I don't like you.
You said you wanted to get into the streets, so let's get into it.
Well,
His
my streets, but I'm fully versed. So like, I'm very open to a lot of things, and I just truly enjoy sex. I think sex is a great thing that people can have as long as the communication and the connection is there.
So you want to make sure he can match your freak level, basically.
Hello. Especially if we talking about longevity, like you talking about marriage and people being married for 25 years and all that, like...
Was that part of the conversation?
25 years?
Marriage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
It wasn't a deep conversation, but I told him what I was looking for.
So you said you was versed and he responded.
We
We're not
back
gonna
to
lose
you.
this storyline.
Like he was like, "What do you mean you're versed?" And I was like, "I'm not understanding what."
So was he a bottom?
He was versed. He was like, "But explain it." And I was like, "Well, I like to be fucked a certain way. I like to top a certain way. I like to bring other things into the bedroom, but like."
I'm loving it.
I'm still waiting for the cussing out.
Right, me too.
He was like, "Well, I don't want my man to bottom." I was like, "Well, we probably
You
just
don't want his man to bottom?
So wait.
So he's a top?
He is, but we
I thought
again.
you just said he was versed.
I'm confused.
this is
Why
what he
threw me
said.
off? He
He was
don't
like-
want you to bottom?
For other people, he wants to top me.
But if you guys are together, you
Why would you
shouldn't
be
be
bottoming
bottoming for
from
other
other
people,
people?
right?
He's more of a verse top. Is what I understood from the conversation.
Wait, I'm not.
The
I'm
cuss out
completely
is not
lost.
justified to me yet.
Because he wants me to be his particular like main bottom. Like I'm not about to just completely bottom.
Oh,
for
he wants you to be like a full bottom.
Correct.
Rather than
How it go from being verse to being top?
Because after the conversation of us understanding and me asking questions, I'm like, I'm not about to just bottom for
cuss
you.
me out because they say one person's top is another person's
Hello.
bottom, child. So who blowing your booty hole out if I'm not?
Shazam proved that last week when he got one of the top.
Wait, what?
Shazam said, "I top this fell in his lap." Just let you know.
We're not in my streets. We're in
We're
streets.
We're
child.
mine.
But I'm still lost. So run his back.
So he originally told me he was verse.
Okay, thank you. Therefore, okay.
Original conversation, and then we dissected on
More.
the sexual preference conversation. And I was like, well, I'm fully versed. I don't know what you expected from me, yada, yada, yada. Well, I told you I was versed, but now I'm a verse top. But because, again, you're not my type of top. I was like, okay, cool. Like,
because that's a red flag.
hello.
Oh hell no!
'Cause if
Leave
you-
it. Run and do not
How'd y'all
pass
meet?
go.
At the bar.
How'd you meet?
At the bar.
Which one?
Solomon be asking the right questions.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Just a bar.
What was
bar.
the vibe when you met at the bar?
It was actually dope. It was complete opposite of what it was on the date, which
So I'm really pissed off. He pissed me off. So
Wait, hold on. Before you get pissed off, let's make sure we get the whole story straight.
Okay.
Because y'all met at a
Sound like
bar.
it.
There was a vibe, and then you went on three outings, three or four
There was
outings.
4 outings.
And there was still a vibe to even consider a date. So
when I met him, he presented a little bit more feminine that I like, and I was like, okay, you cool. Like you still showing your feminine ways, but also your masculine.
so blouse top.
Hell no, don't do me.
Wait, because
No, him.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
You were describing him.
No, not a blouse top, but just like the music, so to say. So
Oh,
like,
okay.
like he presented masculine, all this shit, and I was like, okay, cool. Like we
I
can
thought you said
continue
you presented feminine. A little more.
his
feminine.
actions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like presented. I'm talking about outfit. Presented.
Okay.
Outfit.
so the outfit was feminine or the outfit was masculine.
Masculine. Did I
But
say
then
feminine?
he was a little bit more femme.
Correct. In his masculine outfit.
Oh, okay. Now it makes sense.
Okay.
So it kind of turned me on. I was like, okay, so we can continue to go on outings and shit. I was like, okay, cool. And then I started asking these questions, and it just flipped, going back to the femme top situation.
I mean, if he was truly versed, the flipping would have been fine.
He lied.
No, I'm just saying. You know.
Oh,
Well, if we roll the clip
Wait,
back from
stop.
number
Wait.
one,
Before you go there, didn't you say he said he didn't see you topping him?
Mm-hmm.
That's so disrespectful. Why would he tell you that?
I didn't ask.
I would have got up. I would have one of these.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
your services are no longer needed.
Okay, basketball wives.
But I think we gotta roll the clip back because first episode when we was talking about femme tops, you said that you had femme top before.
I just have to feel it. Yes, the vibe might be there, but I have to feel it. It's more of a feeling.
But he also said he's versed, so don't nobody want to be taking dick 24/7 and you ain't getting no pleasure out of it.
And who wants to go through that whole process of doing X, Y, and Z and this, that, and the third?
It's a process.
Well, if you wouldn't have waited till Audi number 7 to do it and talk about this, we wouldn't have been here.
I'm not
maybe. But I don't know. I just like to feel the vibe out completely because one meetup, all right, they present something. Second meetup, they still present something. But for me, I feel like I don't really get to know a person until like you continuously meet up with that person.
That's I agree with that.
I agree.
Like because what they present on Instagram, what they present on Twitter, what they present on Facebook, that's 3 different personalities.
Hell yeah.
And shady as I was with you, I actually appreciate you like sitting down and asking those questions because a lot of people don't ask questions like that. And that's how like communication and things get lost in translation. And then it's 3 months down the road and you're about to do the do. And it's like, wait, you're not bending over? I'm not bending over neither. Or it's like, you do me. You do me. Like, and then you're in a confused situation. So I applaud you for doing that because people don't like having a discussion.
Yeah, I said it. I'm gonna keep saying it, but I enjoy sex, like, and I want to be sexually pleased. So
that matters.
If you can't please me sexually, get up or move over, and we can go about our life. Cause
you said, get your shit.
And to the left, to the left. So do y'all got questions y'all ask people on first dates?
Mine is a credit score.
Oh, really?
And you ask for the ID.
Oh, yeah.
Right. No,
that's for the hookups.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, at this big age, I'm in my 30s and buying a home and shit. I need to make sure that you have. I just know. Or do you have good credit? What's the range? Are you in the upper 6s and higher?
How do men respond to that? I think that's an interesting question because a lot of people would say that's very invasive.
I only had one person who got offended. Then I said, "Well, we don't need to talk."
So you think he got offended because his credit score was bad?
I didn't give a fuck why. Honestly, I just was like, if you can't have to me. I'm very direct when you meet me, and I respect the same thing for you. I'm very open when you ask me a question. I don't got to say I have a 758.5 credit score, but like I'm in the in the 700s and 600s. Like I don't need your money, bitch. I need to make sure that we can get shit together. We can get shit together. And if you got a lot of debt and stuff, and then like one dude who got offended, he had a goddamn Maserati. And I just go show me like, nigga, you must got bad credit, or you might have a high debt to income ratio because like you just buy shit all the time. And so to me, I'm just like, if we can't talk about finances, then what the fuck can we do? Period.
That's the
I
second
always
most
ask people about their
question.
relationship with their family. Family is really important to me, and if I ask you something about your family and the situation is like you don't want to talk about them, or you start like shading your family really bad, that's a red flag to me. Like I can't do that because I care about my family so much. I talk to my mama every day, talk to my sister, my dad. Like I talk to them often.
Oh, really?
So if someone doesn't understand the dynamic I have with my family, they're gonna always feel like they're coming second to them, which they wouldn't. But I'm always gonna have that connection to them.
I agree with that.
I can never date a family man. I'm not close to my family. I've dated one family man, and I got very irritated.
Did you feel like you were like behind?
I was second, yeah. Like because I know how I grew up and what I expect from my family, and I don't receive it. So when I see it coming from a different standpoint with somebody that I'm dating, I'm just like,
It makes you jealous?
I don't even want to say jealous. I just don't feel like I'm the priority. Like if we're aiming towards marriage, I should be priority and then family comes second.
I 100% agree. But I think that, and this is why I always ask this question, I think that if someone doesn't understand what it's like to be like that with your family, it's hard for them to see that and be like, what's going on?
I talk to my mom like probably 5 times a day.
Really?
I be texting my mom.
My daddy like
gifts.
Texts me all the time.
I agree with Marco. I think the purpose of coupling and getting into relationships and getting married is to form your own family, which does become the priority. So it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense to me.
I don't know how niggas say you call your mama too much. I wouldn't know how to react.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No, I definitely
Like, I
wouldn't
wouldn't
say
say
that because that's your mama.
I'd be like,
Right? He said, "Wait a minute."
you call your mama too much. Well, bitch, she birthed me.
I guess it comes from a standpoint like if we're at dinner and like hypothetical situation, it's our anniversary, your parents call. To me, this is important to me.
Okay, I think.
And if your mother, family, whoever you consider your family calls you at that moment, you're gonna answer. I'm over the date. I want to go home.
That's different.
I think that's very different. And that's extreme.
Okay.
I'm saying like little things, like there are nuances that you can pick up on somebody, like when they don't have that relationship. Like you can say something like, "Oh yeah, like I gotta call my mom. Or I'm about to do this with my mom. Like me and my mom about to go on vacation." It's like if that person has never like vacationed with their mom or Mother's Day, they would be like, "Why are you going on vacation with your mom and not me?" You know what I mean? Like they're
okay.
But important things
Okay.
like if it's an anniversary or it's like a wedding and it's like, no, I'm not going to be catering to my parents at the wedding or at my anniversary. Like we're not doing that.
But if it's your anniversary, like, okay, so if it's my anniversary and my parents know that it's my anniversary, if they're calling to say, wish us a happy anniversary.
I think that's the thing. Your parents, even if you have a good relationship with your parents do also have to learn to respect your marriage and your situation.
Right.
And I'm at a point where my parents said they would respect that. I don't think I would, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if they have that understanding, like, this is your stuff and I'm not, like, I can't interfere with that, that's when it's okay. Now, when you got Mama Joyce, that's when we get into some issues. See? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's...
But I think I would not have a problem with my mama calling me or my dad saying, "Happy anniversary, you guys. Have a great day." Now, if I'm just sitting there having a whole conversation, that's rude.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if they call and say, "Hey, you know, Marco, DePrence, and hey, Rodney."
You had to think about that name, didn't you?
I did. I'm just drinking. Like, happy anniversary, you guys. Y'all have a great day. Hope y'all have fun. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
But now, if I'm talking about mama, "Oh, mom, this happened to work today," like, that's rude.
Yeah, that's just rude.
See, my family wouldn't even call to be like happy anniversary.
It sounds more like internal.
No, it is, but like this is also like.
So I feel like you just have to learn how to balance it. Like you can't project your own feeling on somebody else because it's not fair, and they shouldn't do it to you.
Period.
It's a healthy balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We live and we learn.
Learning how to balance over here.
Yeah, we all gotta learn shit. I'm learning every day.
Listen, because some days I fall over, child.
Well, that's my streets because y'all got all up in my business.
Well, baby, we done talked about marriage. We done talked about relationships. So I'm be messy. I'm going to be messy. It's just fun that way. I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit.
Oh, God.
So, situationships with Shazam, as always, is going to be a situation that we have either encountered, we've been in, or we know about. So today, we got breakup blues and marriage tunes.
Oh, you come up with the
Breakup
best,
blues and marriage
the best
tunes.
episode names.
So, breakup blues, we were just talking about relationships, dating, marriage. When was your first real breakup and what did it feel like? I feel like this is something important because a lot of people never pinpoint when was the first time like I experienced hurt from somebody outside of my family that I just wanted to love me. Like, when was your first breakup? Like, how did it feel? Like that moment. Everybody can remember it. I know I can remember mine. Like the first one. It don't got to be like your first serious breakup. It could be in middle school when that girl did not return that letter.
How did you feel?
You start.
I think my first breakup was definitely like, or not even a breakup. The first time I feel like I experienced like hurt from somebody that I wanted to be with was in middle school. Like I remember trying to date this girl. First of all, I'm not gonna say that. First of all, I was trying to date this girl. That's the first problem. I was trying to date a girl. Let's be very clear. So I was dating this girl and she started dating this boy that was like on the basketball team with me. And I was like, but I thought she liked me. Like, what's going on? And I was so confused. And I remember going home like, Mom, I don't have a girlfriend anymore. Like, I was so hurt.
Did you say it like that?
Yes.
Like, I don't have a
Yes, I
girlfriend
threw
anymore?
my wig and everything.
Your mama knew. Baby, you don't want her.
And my mom was like, let's go.
Did you want the basketball player she went to?
Okay.
But yes, I remember feeling that moment and I was like, wow, like this is what a breakup feels. And you know, like when you're in middle school, you got your little CD player or whatever. And I just wanted to listen to every little like breakup song ever and just, so I know y'all have a moment where you was like, damn, like this is not how it's supposed to feel.
Mine would be with a girl too.
Hello.
Let's get into it.
So picture Sicily, 19. No.
Ooh, yes.
So it's my senior year in high school, and I met this girl through a girl who went to my school, and she came to our school like I guess we have like a swap school day with students, and some people from the school came over, and she was just beautiful, and I was like, I said, Raquel, who that is? She like, that's it. So I said, oh, I want to talk to her. So I slid it on DMs on MySpace. Shout out to MySpace. Good time.
I know you had a song on your page.
Oh yes, Chris Brown.
Did you have the shit dropping down too?
No, I wasn't that gay yet.
Oh.
But I had some shit. I had a grip to that shit. And she responded back, and we went on a date. Her parents were very strict. And like it was the first boy able to go over to her house. My parents enjoyed her. I thought it was gonna be my wife, no shade. And then I met this guy who ran track with me.
It's a plot twist, baby.
And
We love a track star.
So I always had feelings for men. I just never enacted on them. Mm-hmm. And this guy made me want to enact on them. So we met at this pier, and
It sounds like a movie.
and all he did was this, suck my nipples and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I ejaculated so much. I never ejaculated that much.
Was this the one that you talked about in season 1?
Yes.
Ooh.
And I felt conflicted, so I had to tell her, like, we can't talk no more. Because I would have been the type of boy who had girlfriends. Excuse me. Ooh, Lord. And boyfriends. Mm-hmm. And I remember her telling me, like, what did I do wrong? Oh. I didn't tell her it was a boy. And I was like, and I just cried. Because I loved her, but I was like, I experienced something new. and it makes me feel so good inside. And I just remember crying, playing Chris Brown song. What's that damn song he had with that breakup song?
Couldn't tell you.
It was a young Chris Brown day, and he was like, whatever, I can't remember. Y'all know it in the comments. And I played that song for like literally 5 days straight. And Mama was like, why don't you just get back with like, Mom, it's more than that. I just can't do it. So that was like traumatizing, because I say it to this day, and I always said, what if? Like, I feel like that was my wife, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Marco?
So mine was with a woman also. We dated through high school. Never had sex until like our senior year. Went to prom and did all that shit. Yeah, so I was fingering her, and then I inserted, him, and I immediately pulled out, and that's when I was like, yeah, no. This ain't for me, because I know I don't want kids. So for me, it was more about the mind over matter. Mm-hmm. Like, if I bust in her, it's a possibility, 99.9% chance, or non-chance, that I could have a child. I don't, kids is never in my future. Anything.
So that made you break up with her?
Yes, because I knew I was gay then. Because I could potentially have a child with a woman.
Solomon, what about you?
My first big breakup, it was after college. It was with a guy. We dated for a good while. I actually lived in Athens, and he lived here in Atlanta.
Okay.
And beautiful man. I thought we had something going, and we dated for months. It was like more than 6 months. And then I crossed my fraternity. And after I crossed, I went to go visit him, and he broke up with me. Ooh. And he said I didn't make enough time for him.
Oh my God.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Let me tell you, heartbreaking. And so I was a little depressed for a while. And then my friends was like, let's cheer you up and let's go to the club. Went to the club. He was there with his boys. And as soon as I saw him, I was like deer in headlights. Like, my friends had to like drag me. Like, I was literally like this motherfucker got the nerve to break up with me and then go to the club.
Ooh, perfect segue. So when y'all break up or when y'all get broken up with, are y'all like sad? Are y'all jealous? Is it rage? Like, what do you feel?
Hell, it's sad. It's really breaking up. Is really when you really love that person. It's hard. You don't want to brush your teeth. I remember one time my friend.
You said what?
I'm not lying.
No. Go back.
I brushed my teeth. Okay, I was going through it. Like I remember in college when the guy who I left my girlfriend for, we left for like 5 years. Had his name tatted on me and everything.
The boy that licked your nipples?
Yeah, we was together for 5 years.
You didn't brush your teeth for him?
He taught me everything about being gay. So when we broke up, like officially broke up, the first time we had many breakups, I remember I was a freshman in college. He was like probably a junior in college. And we had an apartment, and my friends come over and said, Rodney, what happened? He did not come home for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And he was paying my cell phone bill. And I'm just like, he paid the bill, but where is he at? So I was, like, I was like, he was like literally taking care of me like in a broke way. Like, you understand, like haircut, phone bill. Like I was good in that aspect. And my friend was like, Rodney, do you not see how you look? Like, I ain't brushed my hair. I ain't brushed my teeth. I sit inside for 5 days. Didn't go to class.
So did that turn into like rage or like revenge or like jealousy?
I just felt stupid. Okay. I felt very stupid.
So, okay, so for me, I would say that, so after that breakup, it was, I was down, I was a little depressed. I had a significant relationship in which I was down bad, like I was depressed. And I was also graduating with my master's, or I had just finished graduating with my master's. The relationship itself was rocky. So by the time I graduated, like I was 300 pounds. Breakup, graduation, all that stress. I was a big boy. And so
wow, Solomon.
Looking back on it, like after that breakup, I literally was in bed almost every day. Like I would go to work or internship, maybe it was work at that time, and still show up for other people. And like I was going home and watching Netflix and eating gummy bears and
but you
Cheetos.
Couldn't show up for yourself.
But I couldn't show. And so like you were saying, like you felt stupid, right? And so like that's when my first fitness journey really took off. Well, my second one, to be honest.
Got a revenge body.
But at the same time, I think since then. And you've seen me after a breakup before. Like, I go kind of cold, and so emotionless, nonchalant. I hear it all. And after the last breakup that I had, like, what my best friend came to me and was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm at work, and I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm good." Da, da, da. And he was like, "No, you're not." And I was like, "I promise you, I'm good." And he was like, "No, you are doing that fake smile thing that you do when you're not good, and like you're just different." And I was like, "All right, I will be good, but right now I just need to show up and I need to be here at work." And so like after a breakup, it just turns off until I'm better.
People don't say that hurts.
Mine is normally like a little sad, but then like, excuse me. As an Aries, we get over people extremely fast. So, like, I might be sad for, like, 5 days or so. But by day 6, I'm like, bitch, get up, get it together. Like, come on, and pull it together. But it don't be long for me. Like, it's quick.
I do a good rebound. Ooh. One of my friends say, "I get over your ex, find a new man to get up under."
All right.
Shazam, I'm different. As a Sag, like, number one, it's hard for me to, well, it's not hard for me to like people, but I don't like people from the jump. But when I do, then it's just like, I want to buy you stuff and lick your face.
Ooh.
And
Sages,
then,
though, are little, like, once you cross them, like, y'all go
left to the right, to the up, to the down.
So people say.
Head spins around like exorcism.
Okay.
You can, Sag, y'all will act like somebody does not exist after you've got over the fact. I like it. It's a fire sign thing. So, another question. When was your most recent breakup? Is this the one?
Crickets.
When was y'all?
Crickets.
I'll go.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Recent breakup.
Most recent breakup.
Probably when I moved here to Atlanta. It just didn't work. We just wasn't compatible.
Did you do the breaking or did he do the breaking?
I did.
Out of the backs of the relationship.
I like doing the breaking. I enjoy it. Yeah, I like getting to a point where I
Wait. Go back. Did you just say you enjoy breaking up with people?
Like, I enjoy doing the breaking versus it happening to me.
So you enjoy breaking up with people rather than getting broken up with?
Yeah. So, like, my feelings aren't hurt, but, like, I can, so to say, hurt their feelings.
So get them before they get you?
Yeah, kind of.
I don't like breaking up with people.
Y'all know what I did? No, I'm sorry. I'll finish.
I'm not saying it's like an overnight thing, but it does. I have to build up courage to do it.
Yeah.
Really?
Like like if it's Monday, by Friday I probably won't break up with you, even though that I know that I need to. But if I get some time to continue with things, I'm a Cancer, so I'm emotionally attached to people. So I think about the memories that we had and maybe possibilities that we could create and shit like that. So it just doesn't come overnight for me. Yeah, like if you fuck me over, fuck you, continue. Huh?
I would have never thought you were a Cancer.
Me either.
Yeah, I'm a Cancer. I'm very in tune with my feelings. Like,
now the conversation from earlier is making sense. Starting to spin the block.
And normally when I am in the middle of a breakup or going through that transition, I'm very emotional. It's not outrage. Like, I listen to music. I went through a whole breakup through Her's debut album. And Focus was my song that I listened to every fucking night before I went to sleep. Y'all heard the song?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Every night with blue lights, going to sleep, like just crying my eyes out.
Rodney, what about your most recent breakup?
What you got?
What you do? You slash some tires or something?
I'm a Capricorn, so let me say that. So it's hard to get to me. Like, I have a very hard exterior for a reason, because I want to make sure that you worth my love. Because once I love you, it's really hard. And Solomon.
Is Solomon know the story?
It's out of the story. So it was this one particular guy that I met. We met on some freak shit.
Okay.
On some freak shit. It was supposed to strictly be sex, going about your business.
Yeah.
And we met the first time. And I was like, okay, it was cool at 1-2, but I don't think I will hear from her again, because, you know, it wasn't that deep. He was like, oh, let's follow up.
Yeah.
And he hit me up. I'm like, oh, he must have. All right.
You said you did your big one.
Hit my big one. So, and then I'm like, okay, well, I did like he's very attractive, very educated, and things like that. So, like, he has a tribute to one in a person. But I was like, we met on some freaky shit, so I don't know how this gonna work. And I should have went with my first mind. I always do that.
Always trust your gut.
Kind of find out, he dealt with two people I dealt with. But two people I dealt with in the past, it was a one and done. He was in love with them. And I told him, specifically, I said, if you are trying to keep these men in your life and you trying to deal with me, it's not going to work. And what he say? No, I'm not. I want to be blah, blah, blah. Long story short.
Niggas.
Long story short, I kept going on.
Sorry.
Got more involved with him and all that stuff. And then he lied about something. I won't say too much. He might watch, or somebody might watch it. You know, he lied about something. I was like, I'm done. And then when I was truly done with him, I did go back like 5 times, because I was like, damn, I want to make this work. Like, I really like him. And then when I was completely done, now it's like, now you want to chase me. This nigga called me from a phone, and I had somebody I know call the number. And I said, hey, call this number, because I just knew it was him. And I did. The person called him on 3-way, and the way he just picked up on Clue was just like, I said, this is how this nigga lie so good. Like, he made up a whole lie about why was he calling the number. And it was like, oh yeah, I need your services for this, that, and this. I'm like, this dish is good. And I said, if you lie like that on the, like, he, like, didn't even hesitate, like, went into a lie. I said, you've been lying to me this whole fucking time.
Oh my God.
And it was the
He
reason why
tricked you.
this, so I ain't gonna say too much, but Sol, you know what I'm talking about. He did it so well. Cause I was just like, damn, you need a fucking Oscar, bitch.
Breakups are strange. So I feel like the breakup most recently that happened was with somebody that I wasn't even dating. Well, like, we weren't together, but it was like, y'all ever like started liking somebody that what you found out later wasn't really yours? That makes sense.
Bitch, what?
Like, you like somebody who wasn't yours.
Yes.
So like,
What you mean by that? I feel slow.
like you
There
like,
was already
you, like
really-
somebody, you literally fell for somebody who wasn't yours. That whole story was somebody that wasn't yours.
Oh, okay, I get it.
They was in a situationship, all that shit.
Baby.
You like them.
Whore.
It happens.
I met this fine man on Instagram. Just fine.
Just
I'm
fine.
Like, fine. He know the word of God. Like, oh my God, this is my husband, y'all. I'm going to see my husband.
Dark skin, light skin?
He was brown.
Ooh.
And I don't really like short men, but he was short. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyway, we started communicating, talking all the time, like just really going back and forth and like really developing this bond. I'm like, I really like this man. Like, I'm talking to my best friends about him. And maybe like 3 months down the road, I very much so feel stuff before it happens. Like, I just be knowing stuff. And I got anxious about this. And I'm like, why am I so anxious about this? Like, Jesus is slapping me with his sandal trying to tell me something. And I'm not listening. And this man called me and was like, I gotta tell you something. And my heart was like, boom. And I was like, fuck, bitch, damn. Like, I was so mad. And he basically just revealed that he actually had a boyfriend the whole time, but it was like a boyfriend, they had like a rough patch.
Oh.
And he used you
He
to
was
get
like
over
talking
it.
to me about it. Granted, now we've like discussed all of it and we're actually cool.
What?
But
Like friends?
yeah, we're cool.
Now, if I was a
Not
nigga,
me.
you would not be around my nigga.
That's here nor here nor there. But that was like the most recent breakup that I had that I was like, this is the breakup, and I didn't even like. I wasn't even dating that man. That wasn't even
Can you
mine.
pause real quick? Because that nigga asked me to be friends too. Why in the fuck would I want to be friends with somebody who I was falling in love with? That's the weirdest, sickest, toxic shit ever.
But if you honestly think, if you look at the gay community, a lot of people be friends with people that they've like had situations with before. Like they may have met on Jack, they may have met on Grindr, and now they friends.
One night stands a friendship, cool. But I'm talking about when you was trying to date me and we was like talking about our future. Bitch, I'm not gonna be your friend.
I think opposite of that.
I would be their friend. Well,
Yeah.
obviously.
I would be the friend.
Not me. Don't bring your ass over here. Go to their house.
No, I gotta have a 8-year relationship, and I wanted to be friends with him because you just know so much of my motherfucking business. Why can't we just be friends?
You would've
date who you
stayed
want to
here.
date. What?
They would have stayed here.
8 years?
They would have stayed here.
Years?
They would have stayed here.
All right, that's fine.
So tying back into tunes, do y'all think that like the music we listen to and like popular music plays into the way we experience love and stuff?
Absolutely.
Because on
Definitely.
Twitter, they now
Yes.
talking about we ain't got no men that sing to the coochie no more. Y'all know the video where it's like all back in the day, like 90s R&B men would get on their knees and basically be singing to the coochie. And they're saying like we don't have sing to the coochie music anymore. So that's why we like experience all these phases. Like everybody want to be a city.
See, like when I listen to music, like when I'm in the gym and I'm working out, I listen to love songs.
Really?
And when I'm driving, I
that.
listen to love songs. So, and they have to be legitimate love songs. It can't be unrequited love. It can't be love lost. It has to be legitimate love songs. Like, I'm done with the breakup songs. I don't want to sing songs about folks who aren't doing right.
There's an interesting interview that made me think of. So there's an
Fantasia?
interview- yep, where she was like, if you keep singing When I See You and Bittersweet, like you're not going to get married. So that really just, yeah.
You know what though? Patti LaBelle said the reason why she don't have a lot of sad songs because she want to be a sad girl. And I'm with Patty. I'm tired of these goddamn sad songs. So I'm with you.
I'm weak. So I feel like she's been on like a downer the whole time. So let's go back to like marriage tunes. Last question. If y'all had to get married right now, like you found your man, you're going to see your husband. You got to have a wedding song. What is your wedding song right now? This is rapid fire. When I call on you, you better say the song.
Oh my goodness, I can't
Marco.
think.
Beyonce 1+1.
Oh my
I
God,
knew you were going to
you
say
and
that.
Beyonce.
I literally knew that.
I love that.
Oh, girl.
No,
That's a good song. One of my close friends
What?
got married to that.
That is my wedding
Beautiful
song.
Solomon, marriage song.
My
wedding
song is by Tim's. No,
Ooh.
it's not Tim's. It's Teeks. Teeks. And I think it's called. Finally We're Here Now. I'll look for it, but I'll come back to you. Come back to me.
Rodney, wedding song.
Mine would be, I think it's Brian Knight. Who's saying Step One?
That's Brian McKnight.
Yeah.
He don't take care of his kids. But
Oh, damn.
you know,
Did you?
Well, this fuck over my damn song.
Oh,
your dad?
First time by Teeks.
first time. I don't think I've heard it.
Oh, I'll send it to y'all in the chat.
Yes.
Thanks.
Mine is gonna be You Bring Me Joy, Anita Baker.
Oh, that is so sweet. That's like a good reception song.
Anita Baker, you can't go wrong with Anita Baker.
I love
Don't do
Anita.
him.
It does feel like a good like first dance
reception.
When me
song.
and my husband come in the first dance,
Oh,
you gonna
okay.
hear, yes, and we are going to get up there and I'm going to cry. And if my people don't cry at the reception, they not eating.
Serious.
I know I'm gonna be a bride motherfucking Zilla, a
Yes, you will.
groomzilla, whatever you
Yes,
call
you
it.
will.
You definitely
Everything
are.
gotta be motherfucking perfect. If your shirt
You gotta plan
wrinkled,
2 years
you
for
can't
your
come
wedding?
in.
Child, I'm touching and agreeing on all of y'all wedding songs. Make sure I'm at y'all wedding. I won't outdress y'all like Portia.
Touch and agree.
Rodney's
Touch
gonna be
and
like,
agree.
if you don't have the right credit score, you're not coming to my wedding.
Rodney, you checking credit scores and IDs
I
at
ain't
the
trying to
reception?
fuck them. I'm trying to fuck my man. Love my man.
But you want those wedding gifts.
Oh yeah, baby.
It is so tacky, and then I'll leave this alone to go to a wedding and not bring a gift.
I was just about to
Hate
say that.
That is tacky.
Question. What if you like cash app them like $300? Is that
That's
not
not tacky.
that's not
Oh,
tacky.
I think it's tacky when people like you understanding how much a wedding costs, and then you
Gotcha.
show up empty-handed and go to the open bar and everything else, and you don't leave nothing, girl.
Are people doing Cash App at the wedding?
Just give me a cash app. We gonna have a cash app.
I hate buying gifts. I'm not a gift person.
I'm not either. I'm a money. I give cards.
on the love language list. That is at the bottom.
Same.
But I would send you cash app. Oh, you building a patio for your new house that you and your husband. Here's some cash to go towards it.
And it's like a technology thing now, because you know, like back in the day, I don't know, like if you like people do money dances, like you pin money on the bride, or like if you've ever been to an African
No.
wedding, they literally are throwing bands in the sky.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a cultural thing, I think.
Yeah.
It's a technology thing because most people don't carry cash no more. So
You can just cash up me. Goddamn
Zelle me, cash at me.
Cause I think it was when we go around before we go into the Menage a Trois.
Well, do we have time for the Menage a Trois?
We do.
Okay.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
This lady had a baby shower, and it was like a lot of people showed up with no gifts.
Ooh, Lord.
And she got on mic and said, "For every bitch that's in here eating my food who didn't buy
Was this
gifts,"
on social media?
Yeah, she said, "Get the fuck out." And I said, "Mom, I'm with you. Cause how the fuck you showing up and ain't buy no baby to give?"
With that
I
being
just
said,
came for the meatballs, bitch.
Exactly. Get your meatball.
Meatballs and mac and cheese, and I'm gonna take a plate to go. What's up?
Get your
Remind
ass
me not
out.
to invite y'all to shit of mine.
I don't even want kids, so don't invite me to no baby shower.
10 minutes. 11 minutes.
Huh? We got time. All right, y'all. So the people want to know for the Menage a Trois, when is it appropriate to introduce someone to your family?
At the wedding. JK, I'm just kidding.
No, that's my answer at the wedding.
I can see that.
Mine would be. I would say when we get to the point to where we're like giving money to each other for each other finances. I'm for real, because
Financially,
yeah, financially. Like
We need to
when
add Jamie Foxx gold digger right here, because you give it a lot.
I ain't saying you a gold digger.
Let me say this.
I ain't saying you
Because I
broke
give my,
nigga.
I
But
give
he
my
ain't
money.
messing with no broke nigga.
I am not. Maybe I don't knock on wood, baby, but I meet some good men with good salaries. But I have a good salary too, so I can say. But honestly, like, if I want to say, hey, babe, here go $300 on your phone bill, like, it's okay. He'll say, hey, babe, I'm going to pay your car note this month. When we start doing things like that for each other, that's the time when you need to start introducing the family to me. Because, like, I think that's nice. That's a good time. Like, you spending money on me, and I spend money on you. And I don't do that for... I don't spend money on bitches. If I even spend $1 on you, I have to really like you. When I go on dates, I don't pay for dates. We go Dutch.
What?
Another episode.
Yeah, what?
I don't pay for dates. I don't expect to
For
pay
how
for
long?
either. That's about the first 4 or 5 dates, we're going Dutch.
I know this ain't the time, but if you ask somebody on a date, you don't pay for it.
I went over there last season.
He sure does not.
I do not. And if they ask me, I don't expect that. I think that's so stupid. Like, you hungry, bitch, just like me. Let's go fucking eat. Because I asked you first, you know you was going to eat. Now I got to pay for you. You got to pay for me. That's no. Because I spent too much money last time on a person, and it.
We'll table that.
Yeah,
Let's take
it.
a page out of Rodney's book. I like that. No, I like it.
Oh, thank you. Go Dutch, bitch, and save you a coin.
I think you introduce somebody to your family when it's clear that there is a future with that person and you're sure. I am very much so. I'm not running each and everybody home to meet my parents or to meet my siblings or to meet my nephews. You're not going to meet the people who I cherish the most in my life right now if I don't feel like you're going to be here long term. You might meet my friends, you might meet my homegirls, but as far as meeting Mama Shazam and Dad Zam, you're not meeting them until I know that it's
Mama
like...
Shazam.
Hello.
That's what I call her. You're not meeting them until I know that this is something that's going to be real. Because I know my family, and you hurt me, now you got to get beat up by all of us. You got to get jumped. Not really, but it's gonna be that bad. Like I can't. I have to make sure that you're true because I talk to them about a lot of things, and you have to be careful about when you're dating somebody and the perception you give to your family and friends. Because if I tell them, "Oh my God, such and such, like he did this," and I didn't tell my sister this, and now 2 months later I'm finna take you home, my sister gonna be like,
That's why you shouldn't run your mouth.
"No," because my sister's one of my best friends.
No. I learned that a long time. You know who to tell stuff to. Let me say that.
You do. 100%.
I used to run my mouth about every goddamn thing that happened.
Oh.
And then when my friends see the niggas on my family, well, only 2 people in my family, they're like, well, bitch, I'm over it. Why the fuck
you gotta
still
protect
mad?
their perception. So I think once you realize that that's the person that, for me personally, once I realize that that's the person that I actually want to be with, and I know this is not like we might just be like a situation for a few months, that's when I'm comfortable like bringing you home.
For me, I think it's when we've had a conversation, it's serious, we're talking about a future, and we're talking about living together if we're not already living together, that kind of thing. I introduced someone to my family, and my mother loved him. And so after we broke up, like my mom and I had a conversation, and this is the reason why I won't do it again until like I'm sure. And so my mom was like, yeah, the breakup was hard for me too. She was like, because I started considering him like a son. And so like when
that will make my heart
cry. Like my mother started tearing up, and so I was like, but that's how my family is. So like if you're close to me, my mother will automatically start praying for you, praying over you. Like she's going to pray for your family. She's welcoming you into the family. And then everybody else follows suit. And so, like, when we had that conversation, I was like, I will never do this again. I will never do this again unless I am absolutely sure.
It's hard.
That was sweet.
I've only introduced 3 people, to my family. One was together for about 8-9 years, 8.5 years to put a timestamp on it. 2 to be exact. But yeah, I probably won't let them meet anybody until like I got a ring on my finger and we signed the marriage papers. Cause this is my life. I'm not doing it again. Like I've no, you fine. Like this is what I believe. Like
no, he laughing at me.
Rodney's going through.
No, it's okay.
Rodney's
like
going
this is
through
what
something.
I've done it twice.
No. It's my beard is shedding, and I just noticed it. So just while this like,
I didn't know what was going on. I was like, you forgot your rabbit.
Like, I'm sorry. So then they laughing at me because I was like, bitch, what the fuck going on with my shirt? Okay.
Yeah, I've done it twice, and my mother loved both of those gentlemen, and I'm just like, yeah, no, it's just no more. Yeah. But until we sign some paperwork,
my family love hard. Like your mama was like, she still asks about this damn boy.
Oh my God. And for the longest time, my mom would be like, "Have you heard from so and so? Have you heard from so and so?" And I'm just like, I'm trying not to think about the person, and you keep bringing them back up,
Trying to get closure, and your mom's like, "Hey."
right? Mama,
I've had that
Well,
happen.
let's
Yeah.
go.
remember?
It's not gonna work.
Well, guys, we're gonna go left on red because it kind of picks up.
Okay.
So left on red, you guys, is where you all openers can write us and ask questions or send a letter. Or you can do that. You can go to our website at openrelationshippodcast.com, or you can send us email at openrelationshippodcast@gmail.com. So we have a great question from our lawyer openers named Daniel Knowles. Dilio, how you say that?
Dilio, ow, Dilio,
Danny
Dilio.
Low-Nose?
Oh, Danny.
Oh, Danny Low Nose. Who does he say? We can say his name. So I'm gonna add him. With an at
Oh,
form is
Danny
at
Low-Nose. You're right.
DANILOKNOWS. So we'll answer one question from him. Answer one question from him due to time.
I think we should. We can't do two.
Let's do two.
He's a loyal opener. Like,
Yeah,
boy.
loyal.
Is he gonna pay for this extra time?
Possibly if we answer his questions.
Okay, you right there. Yeah, let me answer your questions. I hope you hear that. So we gonna do. Let's do this one. Do you believe in dating someone below your economic status?
Oh.
If so, what have been the challenges?
Of course you would pick that one.
My answer will be
No.
no.
Next question. I mean, next person.
Right. You already stated it. I have, and I will again, because to me it's about how you manage your money, not how much money you make. I've dated a 6-figure nigga that don't know how to manage his money. I've also dated broke niggas that know how to manage their money. So it really just depends on the person.
Can I elaborate on my no? In this case, somebody don't think I'm a bitch. Since we
They
got
already do.
Since we got
I
new
mean-
people. Since we got new people. I can take care of myself. Very fine. I'm building a home all by myself. God is great. However,
Valuable. Oh, my bad.
if you can't keep up with me, then you are not for me. What that mean? You might can pay your bills on time. You might can have some money saved up. But if I want to go on trips, I won't be the person always covering you because you ain't got it. And I think that's fair to hold that standard.
That is fair.
So if you ain't got it, you just ain't got it, and it's okay. You just not for me. Might be for whoever else.
I would date somebody that is like quote unquote below.
How below? I want to know.
What do you mean how below? Like
Right.
how far below me?
What about a $40,000 difference?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I would do that because first of all, I literally tell people this all the time. When you die, when you go to the ground, nobody's gonna remember you for your money, your credit score, your clothes, none of that. They're gonna remember about the experiences they had with you and what you were as a person. Okay.
But your bills gonna want to know.
no, because that's not.
No, the bills
are gonna
get
be paid,
evaporated.
baby.
I'm talking about when you alive, your bills
Right, and
care.
the bills are going to be paid. And for me personally, my personality, I'm going to inspire somebody. So if I love you and you're the person I'm connecting with and I feel like you're my person, baby, you might be a 40K nigga today, but next year you're going to be a 100K nigga. Like, I'm going to
but
push
what if
you
he
up.
is okay with being a 40K nigga?
No, because you're going to
No.
be inspired around me. Nobody's okay with being where they're being the same person
Exactly.
every day.
Look,
You're going to be
I'm with you
inspired.
on that.
I'm going to lift you up, baby. Listen, we're not going to get into this.
Let me upgrade you.
The question
Hello?
was, do you believe in dating someone below yourself?
Oh, child, I'll be
Yes.
the bitch of this episode. It's okay. I've been called worse.
I think there will be challenges with it, of
There
course,
will
because
be,
like you
yeah.
said, you want to go on vacation, like I may have to front the bill, I may have to do that. But eventually, like if I know you're that person for me and I feel that, we gonna make it work.
Oh, child.
Because if you got the hustle behind you, you're going to make it work.
Listen, because two hustlers can do some things.
Hello.
Okay.
Period, point blank.
I am with that. So yes, for me, my answer is yes. I could date someone who doesn't make as much money as I do. Could there be some challenges? Possibly. More than likely not. But what I think I need more in my life is stability. I need security. Like I love when I am the object of someone's affection and they show me that. It's like I'm a battery or they are a battery. And then like I'm supercharged. Like I can take us places. And I'm just talking about in life. I'm not just talking about like on trips. I'm just talking about in life. I'm big on experiences and like I would love, there are so many things that I've done in my life graduating from undergrad, graduating from my master's program, taking jobs that have been big accomplishments for me, and not having that special person to share those moments with. And so, like, it would be nice to just come home or to meet up with that person, my person, and be congratulated. And then I also think about, like, recent moments when I'm on vacation, like on the beach in Miami with my best friends. And you were just recently just talking about being on the Beltline with your friend, and it would have been a cute date. Like, I remember being on the beach and just thinking, like, this should be me and my person. And so I think those are moments that are really important, and money can't buy that.
I agree. I'm an experiences type of person, so.
Money can't buy your love, child.
But it can get you there.
Okay. if you can't show me on the experience, we ain't got nothing.
But no, so I truly agree with it. That was beautiful, actually.
It was very well.
I almost teared up. But then I thought about the money.
And money make the
world
go round.
I was gonna say coochie go woo woo.
My mom used to say that.
Solomon, take us out. Get us out.
We got one more question. We can do it real quick.
Ooh, I got high.
Okay.
What we got?
Niggas.
Do you have sex with men that tell you they are DL? How does that make you feel?
Well, it depends on what the purpose of the sex is. So if we're just having sex, then yeah, sure, fine. Why not? I don't care.
To me, it goes from a standpoint, if I'm completely single, I'm not looking to date or anything. If I'm in that stage, yeah, because I know what DL niggas bring. Like, get it and go type of ordeal.
No and no. Day and age we're in now, that shit dangerous. I ain't doing it.
With condoms?
I know, I'm just saying, like, DL niggas are weird and y'all know that. And it's like, they feel an opportunity that you've exposed them, like, you're in danger. Like, for real, for real. So no, I'm not doing it. I don't want to. I don't care how good the booty or the dick might be.
Mine is a no, and it's going to be a no because I just don't have time for it, and I'm just really good on it. All right, Solomon, close us out.
All right, y'all. Thank you for coming and joining the four of us as we swallow hard topics and spit difference of opinions.
Bye, guys. See you next week.
And we out.